welcome JM Mannion, Chief Photographer of NPC News Online and NPC News Magazine, the son of Jim Mannion, who is the president of the NPC, which Karina and I both have belonged to for years now, and it's very meaningful to us. So thank you for being on our show today.
Oh, thank you for having me. Like I said, not many people ever ask me to interview, so I appreciate that. It's going to be fun.
I don't see why not. You got a lot of knowledge. You're the son of the godfather of our industry. I think you got the scoop.
Yeah, that's why we brought you on. We're going to get the scoop. We want to know about NPC Pittsburgh. We want to know what tips you have for competitors, what it was like growing up, in the NPC. And I know Karina's known you for how many years now?
Since the 90s, back in the 90s. So
yeah,
a long time.
As we say, back in the day, right, Karina?
Yeah, we're not going to go. Yeah, it's so back, I don't even know. It was back in the day, but it's been a great history. Good few years in the industry. It definitely have changed my life, gave my life consistency, as I always said. It was a time in my life when I just came back from treatment and I met my coach and I needed that something to keep me going, to stay in the right track. And I learned that discipline. And today I'm at the best time of my life and I have, all the things I dreamed of basically because of the discipline that I learned.
Oh, that's great. That's fantastic.
I can say the same thing. So that's why the NPC means so much to me. I have a passion now that I didn't have before, thanks to the NPC. And then I went on and became a pro, and now I train NPC competitors. And so it's all like full circle. And then here, Karina and I are with the Diva Fit Pros interviewing JM Mannion. So it's really neat how everything's come together. And, I know you from, shooting for NPC News Online and following your website, npcnewsonline.com. And after speaking with you, I found out even more information. I mean, you've been in Flex Magazine for almost 30 years, Muscle and Fitness Hers, Ironman Magazine, Muscular Development. So what's it been like, being in this industry for so long and growing up in the NPC?
It's been a lot of fun. I mean, it's afforded me a lot of opportunities. I never thought that I would have a life like this. Photography was a hobby that I started in high school and turned it into a profession, as I say. And now, I get paid to do my hobby. I mean, not many people can say that. I mean, there's a lot of work to it. Absolutely. With photography, especially when the digital age came and you have to learn everything on the computers. But like I said, I especially enjoyed working for Flex Magazine because I worked for them 29 and a half years. Had multiple columns, photos, features, interviews, and numerous editors. And when my first feature hit in September of '85 until my last one, I don't think anybody could say that they were in Flex Magazine every single issue for 29 and a half years, had something in there. So it was a lot of fun. It was a great ride. I learned a lot, worked with a lot of great people. And I actually didn't start with the NPC News until the following year, 1986. And then 1987, because 1986, it was just a little news magazine. And in 1987, it turned into the magazine format. And of course, every issue from there I've worked with. And growing up in the NPC, I've met a lot of great people, a lot of famous people, which you wouldn't think about. It's great when you're an 11-year-old kid and you knew who Arnold Schwarzenegger was before he became a movie star.
Right. Serious.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that you would like to still haven't met that is in your bucket list?
Yeah, but they're not in the fitness industry.
Right. Well, that's okay because you just met The Rock. For so long now, you guys know The Rock and everything. It's is there anybody else? He's the biggest, I think, right now.
Yeah, he's the biggest. He's the best. What a great personality. One of the things that my job has afforded me is to see these people when they're not in front of the public, too. You can really know what they're about.
I did a movie with him.
I was going to say, sometimes they say some people are one way in front of the public, and then they might be jerks behind the scene. But him, no. I mean, he's great. I mean, it's like I said, I've known Arnold Schwarzenegger since I was 11 years old. I mean, you think about Pumping Iron didn't come out until 1977, and then he did Conan in 1980, 81, or whatever. But I mean, there's lots of people that I've met, and pretty much everybody's been good. There's been one or two that were like jerks, but you know what? That's few and far between.
Right.
So
what I want to know, and I think a lot of athletes that are watching, will tune in because they want to know some tips from JM Mannion, because I know when I was, competing a lot 5 or 6 times a year, I would always go to NPC News Online. I would watch interviews. I would look at the tips of the day from the athletes. So what tips do you have, or a main tip do you have for athletes that are watching?
Before I give you that, I just want to say one thing. I'm glad you said you went to NPCNewsOnline.com. You like the way that it's looking, by the way?
I do.
Yeah, I like it right behind you too, as well.
Yeah.
There's Midway Labs.
I have to give a huge shout out to Frank Seppi. He's our NPC News Online editor-in-chief.
Yes.
But he's also the one that has changed the website, made it look the way it is. He's also redesigning it right now. NPC News Online really took off whenever Frank came aboard. So, I mean, it wouldn't be possible without him. It was my dream to do this, and we started it back in 2010, but it wasn't as it isn't as it is now. Let's put it that way. As we grew, Frank is the one that really made it what it is today. So I have to give total props to him, because without him, we wouldn't be where we are with this website.
I like
But
that.
to give you a tip, the best tip I can give any competitor, is talk to the judges. Whenever you're in a contest, I don't care if you're in an IFBB Pro contest, I don't care if you're in an NPC National contest, I don't care if you're in an NPC Regional contest. The only way you can improve is speak to the judges and let them know that you want to get some feedback from them after the contest, and that's the best way. Listen, you may not like what they say, or you may disagree with what they say, but you have an idea of what they are looking for and what the NPC is looking for, and conversely, the IFBB Professional League as well. I think if you don't ask, you're doing yourself a disservice. So, I mean, that is the best tip that I can give you, is talk to the judges.
I think that's a great advice. I always talk to the judges as well.
And at your show, the NPC Pittsburgh and the Pittsburgh Pro, the Diva Fit Pros will be going.
Yeah.
And you tagged me in a post on Facebook the other day with 24 other IFBB pros that had competed in the 2013 NPC Pittsburgh Championships that then went on to get their pro cards. So I was in that class of 2013. So I competed in that show, then turned around and got my pro card in 2014. So it's a really meaningful show. And to kind of play off your tip, a tip that I can give athletes is, definitely support your regional shows, which I have, but you've got to get out and be seen in the industry. And NPC Pittsburgh is a prime example of that. It's a prestigious show. You have, Sandy Williamson, you have the main judges there, Steve Weinberger, people that judge the Olympia and the Arnold. So you're getting your face in front of these important judges. You're surrounded by a million pros. Phil Heath will be guest posing there.
Kai Green,
some other
Big Remy.
Yeah, just huge names in that industry.
Yeah.
Dexter. So when I went, it was an amazing experience. I was seen by the who's who in the industry, and then my dream came true later. So I can't really say enough about that show and how important it is to book a flight, get to a show like this. We have 3.5 weeks left.
That's awesome. I can't wait. I'm so looking forward to it right now. And especially, going and hang out with you a little bit. Hey,
anything else that people should know about the NPC Pittsburgh and why it's so special?
Well, you hit on a lot of the points, and what's nice, like you said, you have judges that judge the Olympia and the Arnold there, but they're going to be judging the NPC contest also. And I have always said, whether you're an IFBB pro or an NPC competitor, if you want to turn pro, you want to win a show, you want to win the Olympia, you need to do Pittsburgh. And it's not just because it's my father's show. It's because of the competitors that are there, the judges. I know for 2 years in a row, the top 3 in the IFBB Pittsburgh Pro Bikini ended up being the top 3 in the Bikini Olympia that year. Granted, the orders were reversed, and that one of the years, the top 3 in the IFBB Pittsburgh Pro Men's Physique were at the top 3 at that year's Olympia as well. Again, the orders were a little bit different, but you can't say that about any other contest, I don't think. And, I mean, granted, there's a lot of contests now and a lot of great contests out there, but, you know, if you want to be the best of the best, I say you have to be in Pittsburgh, and you have to talk to the judges, and you have to get feedback. I don't care if you win. You have to be there, because it's only going to help your career. When I did that class of 2013, and I've done the class of 2014, I did not expect to see, you know, I think 25 for you, and I think 27 is 2014. I mean, think about that. I mean, yeah, I know you have a contest that has hundreds of people, but what are the odds that many of them from a contest are going to be pros now that you know?
Ooh.
And I'm going to be doing for 2015 and 2016. I don't know if that'll have as many now, but probably 2016, I'm not sure. But, I mean, that's an awful lot if you go and you look at a show. I mean, because it says that the Pittsburgh Championship donate, you know, people think that it designates that it's a local contest, you know, for Pittsburgh, but it's really not. I mean, it's right up there in one of the top regional contests. And, of course, the Pro Show has just grown exponentially as well.
Yeah, people fly from all over the country to do that show, and then not only you know it's at a historical, you know, venue, and that's been there I think maybe 25 years or so, and then you have these amazing pros, Mr. Olympia, on the stage actually one by one, I think, but then don't they get on the stage together and pose?
Yeah, they do at the end. They all come out together, and then you'll see them jumping out to the audience. And it's about a good 20 minutes. I mean, they're posing with the fans, and then they'll come back and they'll pose together. And
It's got to be a great
energy. I know NBC News Online, we had 3 different videographers in the aisles so that we could follow them all. So it's fun. I mean, granted, they're not in contest shape, although some of them are. I mean, some of these guys are going to be doing the New York Pro that it's 2 weeks after. And but it's a fun thing. I mean, where else besides the Olympia you're going to see 2 Mr. Olympias on stage with Dexter and Phil?
And we are super excited and honored because JM invited us to be at Manion's gym on Thursday, the day before the NPC Pittsburgh and Pittsburgh Pro. So not many people get to go to that gym. You know, it's invite only. You know, it's private. There's no sign out front, right? So we're going to be able to go there and talk to some of the famous people from our industry that you'll be doing video shoots with that Thursday, right?
Right. And yeah, like I said, it used to be where my dad's gym was, where Manion's gym was, and but it is not a public training facility. And even though it's private, it's not like a private gym either. It's not like you can walk down there and show up and train there.
No.
So, I mean, we use it more for the publicity. I mean, yeah, everybody trains there that's local. You know, my father trains there, me, my son, some of his friends, different people. But, yeah, it's not open to the public at all. So it's the only way you get there is to come there and do a photo or video shoot with me, basically.
I love
So
it.
you'll get to see some of the craziness that goes on there. There'll be a lot of people coming in and out that day, because it's the day before the show. I mean, I'm sure some of the guest posers will be there, and they can actually. I mean, there's a lot of machines. So you can get a real workout there. So actually, if you two want to even work out, you could do it.
Congratulations on your Lifetime Achievement Award. And does this mean you're retired? This isn't that early? You're too young for a Lifetime Achievement Award. I'm confused.
Yeah, I said lifetime achievement usually is whenever they're telling you to retire. I mean, I'm not even retirement age. I mean, but come on.
It's just because you guys start off in such a long time. 80s is like a lifetime, huh?
Yeah.
In the industry.
Yeah. I think I actually have the award here. Here it is.
That's awesome.
Can you see?
Oh my gosh.
Yes. April 1st, 2017.
the Batman on the corner. I love it.
Oh, exactly.
You got your trademark. That's for sure.
Oh, here's Batman right here.
So,
Now,
Oh
wait,
my
wait.
gosh.
Karina, don't you have one of these?
Yes. Yes. So,
Where is it? Did you know the sword comes out?
right, my kids been trying to like kill each other with it. I'm like, we gotta put that away or glue it. But yes, congratulations
You
on
guys
your.
have a duel in Pittsburgh.
exactly. We'll bring it up. And
Yes.
You guys can dress up.
You have to see you get on the. Are you flying United? You can fly United with this.
Oh, is that no good? No good.
Very good tidbit. So that award, JM, isn't it an inspirational award? I think
Yes.
Karina received that at the Karina Nascimento Classic from Tim Gardner. Where did you receive yours?
At the Hawaii Pro.
Were you like, I mean, I wasn't expecting anything. So when he asked me to go up to the stage and I thought we're just doing another something, you know.
Well, no, I was actually backstage taking pictures and talking to the pro bikini and pro figure competitors.
Of course you were.
Yeah, of course.
The pro
And
bikinis.
then I heard Tim talking, and I'm like, wait, sounds like he's talking about me. And David Bay was emceeing the contest, and he comes over and grabs me, and he goes, hey, by the way, you're getting an award. And he shoves me on stage.
That's funny because I was like, that person sounds like me. I said, you know, it's
Right.
funny, and I'm thinking running in my head, something about this industry. Everybody kind of have the same kind of, you know, life kind of thing that happened. And then he goes, Karina Nascimento. I'm like, oh.
Well, my tip-off was when he said he was born into the industry, and I'm like, I don't know who else is here that would fall under that
That's so
category.
cute. Congratulations. That's cool.
Thanks,
That's cool.
congratulations on your award, but I still think we need a duel with those little swords.
Boom. Yes, we'll go at it in Pittsburgh for a burger. Yes, that's cool.
So you were showing us your Batman figurine. So we want to know, what is it with you and Batman? Tell us the story.
Or this whole thing, Movell.
I am Batman. Come on. I mean, what else can I tell you?
Is that what we should call you from now on?
That's what I call you
You would
sometimes.
call me Bruce Wayne, actually.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
boom.
I like it.
You know, funny story. A couple of times when competitors, you see whenever I'm at contests, I have my other hat on that says NPC News Online, but when you flip it around, it says, you know, www.jmmannion.com, and people come up to me and they'll be like, and who are you again? And I'll go, hi, Bruce Wayne. And I've had several go, oh, hi, Bruce, how are you?
That's so funny.
You should do that every show. Just do it every show.
Are you guys booking now for like photo shoots, or you booked up already? What's
No,
going
I'm
on?
booked up, and it's funny, while I was waiting for us to unfreeze here, I had 3 text messages of people trainers wanting to see if they could get their clients in to shoot with me at the Pittsburgh show. So I actually have time on Sunday after the contest and Monday. I am pretty much starting on Wednesday and Thursday when you're going to be here. I'm pretty much booked up for those 2 days. So I don't do anything on Friday. And like this applies for all contests. Like when Debbie and I went to the Tim and Bobby's Puerto Rico Pro and the NPC Puerto Rico down there. I don't shoot on the day of the contest or in between as far as individual shoots. I do mine either before or after.
Okay.
Because I don't think that anybody should be trying to shoot in between a contest, in between a prejudging or finals, because number one, you've got your tanning on. You don't want that to be ruined. If you start sweating, your hair, your makeup.
And you want to rest, right?
Right. And plus, yeah, you need to rest, but so do we as photographers. No, I know there's other photographers that do it, and that's their thing, but just my personal thing, I've never done that. So I'm always either before or after the contest.
Yeah, but
And,
go ahead.
you know, if somebody wants to book for Pittsburgh, the best thing to do is to call my office manager, and that number is 412 257-4555.
And
And
so in the future, if they want to book with you, I went on your website, jmmannion.com, and I saw all the contests that you're at throughout the year, and you seem to be on the road a lot. You're a road warrior. So if they want to shoot with you in the future, can they just do that on your website?
they can look, but they would need to call because not every contest I do individual photos.
Oh, okay.
Like especially like the national contests. I'm at the, or even like the Arnold, the Olympia. Well, the Olympia, I do photo shoots on Sunday and Monday, but I call those like specialized location shoots. You've seen I've been doing those shoots at the Ghost Town on the Sunday after for the last 4 years, and we've done some different locations on the Monday. But that's usually I invite the competitors to do that. See, Karina, if you were still competing, I'd invite you.
Oh God, no, that's okay. I'll just come and watch. So let me ask you a question that I'm thinking that. So your father is a fantastic businessman and a leader entrepreneur in this business, and how is he as a father? And then I know he's sweet grandfather.
Yeah, I mean it's fantastic. I mean, I don't know many people that could work with their father for 30-some years. I mean, what are we in year 32?
It's incredible.
I mean, like I started professionally in '85. I mean, but being around before that, and, you know, traveling all over. I don't know many people that could say that they can actually work with one of their parents that long. I mean, I always hear these horror stories of them fighting, families break up, different things. Sure, we've had disagreements.
Absolutely.
And of course, he's always right.
I asked Sandy this question. I said, how is it for you in this industry, you know, led by a men's world, you know? And she's like, you know what, sometimes, but it's great. So I can see, you know, he's a good man with a great energy. I can see how it can be, you know, a great journey together.
Yeah,
Obviously, as a leader.
I mean, I've been afforded a lot of opportunities. I mean, as I always tell people, I mean, I get paid to do my hobby. I mean, photography was my hobby. I started that in high school.
Oh.
And I mean, I actually have a degree. My degree is actually in psychology, the minor in writing and a minor in communications. I was actually a therapist for psychosomatic adolescents for about 5 years. And still doing this on the side.
So if I need therapy, I just need to call you. The Diva Fit Pros is coming for therapy.
What's that for?
No photo shoot.
What's the 412? Give me that 412 number again.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you. You can get your photo shoot, your contest prep, you go to the gym, and then you get your therapy afterwards because you have to kind of balance everything back together, right?
Let me know the package price.
It's a package deal.
And speaking of your family, so your son, I understand he graduated last year. Is he going to follow in your footsteps, your father's footsteps? No?
Not mine. Neither kid is really interested in photography. So Tyler's mentoring with my father, learning the business. And he graduated from the University of Maryland with a business degree, undergrad business degree. And he actually has a postgraduate scholarship waiting for him from the Big Ten Conference because he was a student athlete there. He was a wrestler there.
Yep.
And then he got awarded that. They only award that to one male student athlete, one female student athlete per Big Ten school a year. So whenever he's ready to go to grad school, I mean, he's indicated he wants to get his MBA. He just has to get hold of the Big Ten Conference, and they'll put the money into a student account. So that's what I like, though. They actually hold the money, so they don't give the money to the kids, so the kids can't blow it.
I love it.
But yeah, when you think about it, only 14 boys and 14 girls get that per year from the Big Ten Conference. So, I mean, that's a tremendous accomplishment. So, and Cassie is playing soccer down at Belmont Abbey College, right outside of Charlotte, and she's taking up business as well. So she has one more year left. She's a junior this year. And she'll be the Big 21 at the end of this month.
Oh, yay. She's gorgeous. Your wife, she cracks the whip. I learned so much from her in such a short period of time. and it really had helped me. Just because being more like, oh, that's it, boom. Because John is a lot like you. She says, we already talked, yay. And I'm like, no. So it's cool. And I just would like to see one day, maybe we even interview Tyler, if he has a vision for this future of, as we grow into this new world, so much.
Yeah.
So that's beautiful to see in the future to come. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, but he shadows my father on a lot of things, and even like he and I went up to the NPC Natural Ohio Championships a couple weeks ago, which is where I got that award, the Lifetime Achievement Award from co-promoter Dave Lieberman. But like he judged, but he also went backstage. He was seeing how things were run there. Walked around there. Dave has a huge expo there, so he was checking things out.
Yeah, I've been around him. He's a great kid.
Yeah, a little bit of, you got to learn everything. If something happens, I mean, where were we? Was it 4 years ago when the Nationals was in Fort Lauderdale? I think, because this last 3 years in Miami, and something happened to one of the people that was helping the promoters, and I know they were looking for someone to help them do different things, and they finally called me at like 11 o'clock on Thursday night and asked me if I could come over to the venue early on Friday to help them with some different things. I mean, I'm willing to help any promoter, anybody that needs help with anything. It doesn't have to be a national show. It could be any show. I mean, when I go to these contests, I want to make sure that the lighting looks right, not only for my photography, but also it's the best thing for the competitors too. So and the judges.
Absolutely. Aw, JM, thank you so much for taking the time to, kick with us.
Kick it with the Diva Fit Pros, and we are so excited to, we're 3.5 weeks to the NPC Pittsburgh Championships.
Start my diet today.
The Pittsburgh Pro, we've booked our hotel room just in the nick of time. The Diva Fit Pros are sponsoring one of my athletes to come compete in the show because she's a very talented young lady. She won Karina's show, the overall bikini there. So we are actually sponsoring her, and we will be at Manion's gym Thursday. We'll be at the show Friday, Saturday, and we'll eat a burger with you hopefully Saturday night.
Yeah, and let me just say for the contest a couple of things. If you want information, you can look on npcnewsonline.com under those dates, or you can go to GaryUdit.com, GaryUdit.com, and he has all the information for the athletes, for the trainers, and everything like that. That information is there. And, it does start Friday night at 5 o'clock. All of the pros will be prejudged or judged that night, the first round, and then you also have the NPC men's physique, and I think the classic physique too. And then you'll have Saturday morning at 9 o'clock prejudging for the rest, and then we start at 5 o'clock Saturday night. Now you want to get there because there's tons of vendors there. And I know, Karen, you had mentioned the venue, which is the Soldiers and Sailors Memorial Hall in the Oakland section. It's on the University of Pittsburgh campus.
Okay.
It's like a big square, but like there's a U, and like there's all the vendors are there, and then behind in the back is where the competitors are. But there's a lot of people to see, a lot of vendors. It's a historical landmark. They even filmed Silence of the Lambs there. You remember that movie?
Yes, of course.
Silence of the
Lambs. Look in there. I'll show you where they filmed it and what scene. You'll remember that. So.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And I remember when I was there in 2013, there was a lot of vendors, there was a lot of pros there, and it was packed around all the vendors, so I'm excited to revisit that.
And if there's anything that we can do to help even more, let us know.
This is good right here. This is perfect.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.